The bread's risen, and now it's time to make it into challah bread, which means we need to braid it. So I am going to take when it's risen, all the yeast makes lots and lots of bubbles. So you can see all the little bubbles over here. So now I'm going to chop it into little pieces so that when I braid it, let's start off by cutting it in half, because this is enough bread for 2 loaves. Oh, it's very stretchy. Start off. Now I'm going to divide this into 3. So I'm going to start off with a 3-ended braid. Okay. So now I'm going to roll it into a nice little snake. 1. And I want them to be mostly the same size. 2. 3. So they're mostly the same size. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mush the 3 tops together. And challah bread has lots of eggs in it, and it's very, very delicious. But one of the cool things about it is you don't cut it traditionally. You rip it apart. So what I'm doing is I'm going to braid it. So I'm putting this first part over, and then this next part over to the middle, and then this next part over to the middle. And I'm sort of pulling on it all the time. And then this next part over to the middle, and then this next part over to the middle, and then over and over. And if you want to do your hair, you just divide it into 3 parts like this, but with hair instead of bread. Over, 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 over. I'm running out of bread. Over, and now I'm going to mush them all together. Now I've got a nice loaf right here. But if you want to go even more fancy, first I'm going to cut it into 3, again, like I did last time. But now I'm going to cut it into 6. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stretch it out. Roll, roll, pull, pull, pull. Roll, 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 pull, pull, pull. Roll, roll, roll. Pull, pull, pull. It's kind of like when we play with Play-Doh, isn't it? Making snakes. But the difference is, this is going to be significantly more delicious than Play-Doh.
Because it's real dough.
Because it's real dough. So, I'm going to try and get them all about the same size. 1, 2. That one's thin. That's okay. And now I'm going to do the same thing where I mush all the tops together. Now I'm going to do a very fancy 6-string braid. You see I'm going over and over and over, and now I'm going to try and get it a little tighter. Okay, now over. It's kind of like an octopus right now. It's got a lot of octopusy bits. Over and under, under and over. Oh boy. See how it's kind of turning into a very pretty shape? And when it's done, well, you'll see all the bits are gonna kind of puff up. Uh-oh. Now that's the problem. You're always making mistakes over here. It's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. Look at this complicated tangle. But it's gonna, when all these bits of braid puff up, it's gonna taste extra tasty. Let's see. This guy goes over. Maybe this guy goes under. I don't know. I'm like, I've lost control of this braid right now. That's okay, because we're almost at the bottom. Soon we'll be mushing it all together anyway. Let's see. There we go. And I think it's time to mush it together. There we go. Look at that. Very nice. All right, so we're gonna put these in the oven